Hey everyone, welcome back to Storytime with Judo. This is part 2 of the rise and fall of the older millennial. That's right, Judo from Republican News Network, where real Republicans give you real news and most importantly, real stories. So, we did part 1. We discussed about the rise of the older millennial. His is at the tip of the spear, 1.1 million follower account, to the complete collapse from his battle with Vet Talk and his struggles, and then ending up on his turning himself in on an open warrant related to a second DUI, and ultimately was released to go back to his space to begin building his little world up. So in full transparency, the older millennial knows Judo, and he's blocked me, which is okay. No issues, no worries. It's not going to stop the Republican News Network. It's not going to stop real stories, real news coming from real Republicans. It's not going to stop. But I felt that it was important to go over this because history seems to repeat themselves. And no one exemplifies that statement than the older millennial. Now, fast forward, Joe has worked on his account. He has built this up and has, for the most part, relatively stayed in his little world. Well, he crossed paths with a creator. Now, that creator is named Sarah, and I'm not going to go down like a whole lot about this one. My understanding that whole situation is probably settled. But Sarah apparently got news about the older millennial and some of the things that he had done. And, well, that most likely came from Vet Talk. Because, like I said in part 1, his entire life was peeled back to onion. Okay? I don't know exactly what she had gotten, but she had made some statements that were factually 100% supported. But in good old-fashioned from Joe, online harassment, bullying, false threats, blah, 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 as he's trying to build this up. Maybe he wanted to create some more drama, whatever the case may be. Well, that didn't work out too well for him because she probably got his financial reports. He ain't got a whole lot of money to afford all this stuff, right? Because he was asking for an attorney. There was one video, he was like, anybody want to support me, attorney, help me out. And he was begging for an attorney because he financially just couldn't have it. And to file a claim of defamation, especially out of the state of Florida, is like really difficult. Really, really difficult. It's not an easy task. But during that ordeal, introduced this lady. And she started hitting my FYP. And oh Lord, is there any person more on a mission than her? Since the Vet Talk ordeal and his collapse out of that, Joe seemed to have stepped in it. She came into the defense of Sarah and was like, no, you're not going to attack a woman. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. And she started standing up. And she has made it her mission to be able to hold him accountable for all his dishonesty. Well, I don't know why Joe was put on probation. I'm assuming it had something to do with, that, remember in part 1, he turned himself in for a warrant for a DUI. Well, probably has something to do with that. He was able to figure out a way and maybe put on probation. Don't know the stories about that. Joe never really filled in those details, but I'm sure they're out there somewhere. In any case, it appears he violated the probation multiple times, and this lady has the receipts. So what has happened since all that has unfolded? Well, she has relentlessly been in contact, according to her post, with a lot of different people that are very interested in where Joe is at. Joe is now on the run. That's right. He is hiding from the police. She actually found, somehow, some way, found his actual apartment is actually like on Zillow or something. I don't even know, but actually found his, like, there's photographs inside. And well, with that, can tell that the photographs that where he's conducting his current videos are not the same location. Joe has split. But what is more concerning is this fact. Joe is allegedly being accused and being investigated for embezzlement, fraud, of all things. God forbid this guy's an honest broker, right? Well, he was involved or started or somehow led the way to create some type of hedge fund or something with the MCU. I don't know much about it. But from her reporting and others on TikTok, that he garnered $2.5 million, and that he is now looking to leave the country with that money. Now, I have not independently confirmed any of these stories or anything that's going on with it, but I do understand that there are people who have worked in this hedge fund are trying to track him down, and she has contact directly with some of those people and actually other people involved with this process on her. So please give her a follow. You can follow her stories, and she has all the information or a lot of information from it. But it looks like Joe is not only on the run from the police, with an active no bond warrant for probation violation. That is legitimate. You can look that up. It is there. There's no doubt about it. And now the alleged embezzlement of $2.5 million. Now, let me make it clear. This person is absolutely holding the older millennial, a.k.a. Joe, 100% accountable. And I have never seen no one other than the Vet Talk community, a whole community, hold him accountable. This lady right here is going to do the exact thing. She is on top of it. And please, again, like I said, follow her. Go back to the story. She has detailed accounts, and this woman is not playing around. Don't know her name, but bunny.p.funny is her account. Yeah, she's not playing around, guys. So, the rise and complete collapse of the older millennial is remarkable. He was afforded an opportunity to try to do some good, afforded an opportunity to try to be a better human being, and he didn't. He failed at that. Now he's on the run. Yes, I know he's posting videos. Yes, he's in a secret location. He's like in what they call a spider hole, right? But doesn't change the fact because he's still pulling money off TikTok. I am really surprised that no one has actually gone after this account to try to pull it down, just to try to eliminate his resources, even though he allegedly still has $2.5 million in a suitcase coming along with him. But if you see the older millennial, hey, let him. Judo was talking about him. Mention him, and would love to have him on if possible, but probably not going to happen. In any case, here you go. Remarkable story, an unbelievable collapse of one of the most prominent MAGA influencers within the past couple of years, going from 1.1 to now on the money and on the run. Thank you for watching Storytime with Judo. We look forward to seeing you. Please follow me on my social media, Blue Sky, YouTube. Please give a subscribe, Judo Guido, and we'll have more segments of Storytime with Judo coming soon. Take care, guys, and be safe.